Everybody, just wanted to step you through my process of the polishing here. Start with the 3M, like I said. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3 is this 3-step process, and each pad has its own compound or polish depending on the color of the pad. This black one goes with the black. Number 2, the blue goes with the blue. Number 3, ultra fine polish, and the white goes with the white. So I already put my pad on here. It's one of them quick exchange pads, quick release or whatever, and kind of nice because they're not held on by Velcro or hook and loop or whatever. It's a nice, but you have to buy the adapter and everything that goes with it, so beware of that. But anyways, what I do is I have a microfiber cloth for each pad that I use, and I just use them just for that pad. And when I'm done with one compound, I'll wipe the whole car down with a just fairly damp pad, just to remove any residue if there is, and then go back over it with a dry pad, kind of following step in step. So I'm ready to start polishing this Trans Am. So I just want to get you set up here and just give you an idea of going to 5,000 grit, how much quicker it's going to make my cutting and polishing and buffing process. Cut, buff, polish, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. And there's videos out there, I haven't seen a whole lot of them, just discussing the 3M type of stuff. There are a few people out there that cover it, but not a whole lot. But the way I like to do it is, of course, you want to shake up your polish a little bit, or compound. I just call it polish, but it's actually a rubbing compound or cutting compound. And you can do it however you want. You put it on your pad, or you put it on the vehicle itself like this. And once you get your pad kind of lubricated a little bit, you don't have to use so much product. I'm just going to set that there. Hopefully you can see this here. You see there is a pretty decent shine to it already, just with the 5,000 grit scratch. I'm starting this out like at the lowest setting it is. This is a 12 polisher. Start out at 600 RPM. I'll just slowly work this in. Add a little more polish, dry pad here. So this is a foam pad, and a lot of people use wool pads. I used to use wool pads all the time. They just seem to make a bit more of a mess, I want to say, but they do cut quicker. They cut quicker than the foam pads, so it's up to you whichever one you want to use. I kind of like, you know, because I have a small place in here, and I just like the foam because it's not throwing wool everywhere all over your shop. You can find it all over the dang place, especially since I paint in here and stuff too. A little bit of compound on the ground is not going to bother me as much as like a wool hanging out in the air somewhere. But you know, that's personal preference for people. Whatever they want to do, you can use wool or you can use foam. Totally up to you. But I just want to give you a look at that. Let me set this polisher down. So that was a pretty quick what I did with that there. I don't know, maybe spent 2 minutes on it. I'm not positive, but I didn't time it. But I mean, you can just look at the finish on that. Here's the 5000 grit scratch still right along here. I didn't want to touch that because I wanted to use a comparison to the rubbing compound. And just, I mean, I don't know if you can see anything. I don't see any sand scratches or swirl marks or anything to be concerned of. I just think it's that 5000 grit, going to the 5000 grit just makes it so much easier, and it makes it easier for me to use a foam pad rather than a wool pad. So that extra step pays off for me. So anyways, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to go around the whole car with this polishing with the number one. Started with the number one on the white pad. I'm going to go around the whole car with number one. Then I'm going to come back with number two, and I'm going to do the same thing when I get the number two set up. After I do the whole car with the number one, I'll come back and show you the comparison between what the number one and the number two compounds. How big of a difference they make, if they make a difference. Anyways, everybody, thank you for following along. If you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe, and take care.